Hello, this is Norma and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some Banga soup. So they call this Banga in Ghana and Nigeria. In Liberia we call it palm butter, and in the Ivory Coast they call it sauce graine. So this is it. I'm going to be using 3 cans today. Always make sure when you get your cans to wash it before you open it, since they keep it in the warehouses and transporting, so there's all kinds of stuff on it. I'm going to be cooking it with Dawa. It's called Dawa. A friend of mine got a package from Ghana from one of her friends. Since she don't cook all the time, she decided to share her package with me. And so we're going to be using the Dawa. Dawa is lotus leaf. I have 1 onion and some pepper. In Liberia, some people don't put onion in their palm butter. And I've asked why. Some people do, some people don't. Somebody told me her grandma didn't, but she didn't know why. Somebody told me her mom said if you put it in there and they sleep outside overnight, it can get rancid. But I don't keep my stuff on my stove overnight. I put it in my fridge, so I really don't know. I put onion in mine. If you don't put onion, let me know if you don't and why in the comment section. I have here some blue crab and some dry fish that I'm going to be putting in. In my pot here, I have pig feet, I have dry meat, I have fresh meat that I'm going to be putting in my Banga soup. I'm going to be boiling the meat separate, boiling the Banga separate, because you have to make sure to cook it very well. If you cook Banga for 30 minutes or 1 hour, it's raw. So depending on the size, 2 hours or more is what you should cook it to make sure that it cooks very well. So I will start boiling it separate, and then I will mix it with my meats and put my fish and my crab last. I'm going to be putting some palm butter leaf. This is what we use in Liberia. It gives it a wonderful smell. So this is it. I'm going to be using chicken bouillon. I have this pepper soup seasoning. I have adobo seasoning and 2 Vita cubes. I have some water that I put on my stove. It's going to get very hot. I'm going to take my can of the Banga soup. I'm going to put it in there and strain it. Like I said, I'm using 3 today. So I'm going to strain it 3 times, because at the bottom you have sometimes chaff. I don't know if it's sand. I don't know what's going on in these cans. So you have to make sure, never take it out of the can and just put it in your food. You have to strain it, and I'll show you how I do it. I have my meat I've put on the stove, and I blended my pepper and onion. Putting some adobo seasoning, some chicken oil seasoning, some pepper soup seasoning, stir it, and I'm going to cover it and let it cook. I put the 3 cans in here, and now I'm going to use my strainer and sift it so I can show you what the bottom looks like. I've strained it, and this is what you see that was in the can. That's why it's important to put hot water or very warm water in your can. Let it sit for a while and then strain it out. I'm going to do it 3 times and then I'm going to pour it, which should be the 4th time, in the pot and let the banga start to boil by itself. So don't miss that step. This is the 2nd time. I'm going to strain it again and then strain it in a pot. Then strain it in a pot that I'm going to start cooking the banga by itself and then mix the meat with it later. I strain it the 3 times and then I pour it into this big pot that I'm going to be using to boil it. Let's go on now. I'm going to crush my dawa. I have my little mortar right here and I'm going to put my dawa in there and just mash it up. In my banga soup, I'm going to put a little bit of chicken oil seasoning, some of the pepper soup seasoning, some adobo seasoning, the dawa that I blended, some of my center leaf, 3 of the habanero pepper. I have it on. I'm going to let it come to a boil and I'm going to turn it down to medium and I'll be back in 2 hours. This is the pot with my meat. I only boil it for 20 minutes. I don't want to overcook it since I'm going to mix it with the banga soup to cook down. If I let it boil too much, the meat is going to be too soft. So 20 minutes and I cut it off. It's been 2 hours. I ended up putting some water in there and I'm going to put my meat that I told you I cooked for about 20 minutes. I'm going to put it in there. I got people coming in and out, so you hear the alarm at my door. I added the meat and I'm going to add the crab. The fish is going to be the last because it's already smoked, so it's cooked already. It's still on medium and I'm going to cook it for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now that I've done that, I'm going to add my 2 Vita cubes. And I'm not going to add the fish yet. It's drying down. In 20 minutes, I'm going to add my fish. You see all the oil I have come to the top. I'm not going to trash it. I'm going to scoop it out and keep it either to cook with or put it on my rice when I eat. So I'm all ready. It's time for me to add my fish, and in 10 minutes I'll be plating my food. I added more pepper because it wasn't as hot as I like it. I've cut my stove off. Let me get some of the oil. I'm just going to scoop it out. See how much oil. If you hear any noise, they're power washing my deck because summer is almost here. Let me take a lot of the oil out. Plate my food and I will be back. My banga soup is ready. I made some fufu And I will attach one of my videos if you want to know how to make fufu. It's already. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button so each time I upload you will be notified. Bye bye.